Hello, it's Original MaRul, and welcome back for some more FTB Interactions Remastered. Last time I was working on this matter conversion setup to try to get more uranium hexafluoride to run this reactor. And so far, while we were gone, it went up the rotor at. Okay, rotors need to be ordered. I was worried about that. I need to order new rotors. Oh, that's not good. So we got a full battery. What does this look like then? We're empty. Right. What was I doing with chlorine? I was dumping back here on brown. Good thing that didn't have a ton of fluorine in it. You're full. You're full. And you're full. Okay, so that's what I was worried about. But right now, this is still the weak part of the system. But I think this... So I did a bunch of math. I thought about just ripping apart, because I bet you this is out. Did this go quiet? Oh no, this is still working. Okay, so that's still running. Thought that would be empty. Okay, I think this is all good. Hey. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's not good. Okay, hopefully... Does it have enough uranium hexafluoride to allow this to back up? Right, yeah. We're good. I'm going to switch this to back to positive 10. Because otherwise I have to wait till this fills up with a lot more of that. Right now that's a lot for this, and I'm not even sure I have enough to run that anymore. So I need this loop to keep going. This loop needs to hit its... I need to figure out the ratio for homeostasis in this loop. Best way I can think to put it. Need to go find molybdenum and barium. I'm short on 2 rarer resources. I've used them all. First, I want to get 2 more USB sticks. Right now, since I've got this started, I need to keep it going. Even if I can't build more machines, I need to have access to more stuff to print. And I need... Okay, I do have some left. Don't have enough. All up. Bauxite. Barium. Barium. Oh, good. I have one left that I can pull from. Actually, I didn't need to come over here at all. My scanner's over here. These are the two resources I'm low on. Good. I luckily did not use them all up. And I looked, there's a lot more stuff you can make that you can't decompose. Funny enough, redstone is one you can do both with, but I realized after doing a bunch of math that it doesn't matter what you break down because it's the same. For every liter of either matter, it takes 30 seconds for this thing to process on LV. So the bigger things you want to break down, the longer it takes. So it really, there's no reason. Oh, and there is a fix I can do for my setup. I am actually making the wrong thing. I need to switch these from uranium hexafluoride to enriched uranium hexafluoride. Actually, I need to be collecting this stuff for a little bit. I need to add more machines to this loop. There we go. Start collecting that. I want to borrow these. First, I do need aluminum. Need to be redone. Because I should be doing this in a different setup. I'm going to actually use these. So 238 should be what I'm dismantling. And I might filter that here in a minute once I get the other parts set up. I do need a... I have one. Not just a chem reactor. I'm going to send up a chem reactor here. Actually running low on signalium. Not putting on brown. On brown, but I think I need a fluid filter. Fluorine. I also need an item. I'll need that in just a sec. Some filter. I mean, I want the actually I want this to do the same thing, but I'll just turn it down. Yeah, that's only doing fluids on both ends. I want this to get the fluorine first, because I got 2 points here that are going to make fluorine for me. So I should end up with a lot of fluorine. Good. Just another chemical reactor. This one I do need to order. Then hydrogen. Oh, I really did that with no filter. I guess I'm only supplying 3 things. That's filtered. That's why. Everything blue is filtered. Or is this the only thing that's inserting on blue? Oh, you're inserting. Oh, there's nothing. Got super lucky on that. This needs to be set to a certain fluid. I need a fluid set up fluid for both of these. Otherwise, I could have issues in the future. Be the types of matter. And this needs to be depleted. Depleted uranium hexafluoride. There. Because this should only be getting stuff internally, this should be getting that, but it shouldn't get matter by mistake. That was really lucky that all the other tanks were full when I slapped matter on there. And that these tanks were full when I slapped the red one on top. All single poke. Oh, actually, kind of need to have that insert on blue and on brown. I might just... I'm gonna switch this over. Oh, that one has one. Okay, so it's only the red I needed to worry about. Never mind. So I'm gonna add fluorine to this. Get the fluorine from the system. Blue. Oh no, not you, you. Yeah, I need to switch you to blue. Fluid. Blue. Fluorine gas. Tracked on blue, always active. Fluorine gas. What I got wrong here? Blue, always active. Fluorine gas is provided. That's fluid. Gotta be careful about that. No break in the conduit. Right thing, this is... Chlorine gas. I'm just unsure what's happening here. I'm trying to make it that so I can just kind of use the logistics system as storage. And pull stuff out all. On blue, chlorine gas. Tracked on blue, chlorine gas. Working even with round robin. Mm-hmm. Put it first then. This is not getting fluorine unless something weird is going on. Where's my... Get a wrench. Yes. There's fluid connection there. I was worried that maybe this isn't connected, but that wouldn't make sense. Behaving like that. That's not good. Now it's connected, but again, it's not providing... fluorine gas. That should have been filled immediately with fluorine gas. Wrong with this setup? This is like driving me crazy. Now you have fluorine in you. because it was from the internal system. Fine, internally then. Up to 100. God, these haven't even made one yet. Yeah. Hexafluoride takes half the time of an actual piece of, like, dust. Okay, I need to make more of this stuff then. Yeah, for matter, I think you need to have like 2 or 3 machines. Back to hexafluoride for now because reason not to. They will actually get me the enriched hexafluoride. I need to reprogram them. Not know why. I can't get. Fluorine from that fluid interface. If it's easy to see, I'm totally just can't. Bunch of uranium hexafluoride left over here. Fill that up. As is. Do that. Yep. Big one is the molybdenum. And ordered the extra electrolyzer I think I need. Electrolyzer. Okay, I needed actually. So can I order at least 1 turbine? Yes. I can at least have 1 being produced. I just can't have. Oh, I've got an extra 1 sitting in the other turbine that I haven't started up yet. Because 2 turbines was way more than enough power. That I never kicked the 3rd one on, so its turbine should just be sitting there clean. Yep. Perfectly pristine. Okay, so I do have 2 more turbines if I need them. These. One's got all the current chemicals. Okay, well, I'm getting that loading, or that visual bug. We connected now? No. Teleport clear it. Now I only have an HV autoclave in here. Just wanted to double check since I came in. Resting. We have 235 ore. Only there's at least some more ultimate. There for later that I need to look at. Oh, that is hard time connecting. That was weird because the face wasn't updating. Or no, that's not the right thing. That's yeah. Correct on brown. So you're going over here. Catch as much uranium hexafluoride from here as possible. For one. I just need to be able to make the other type. I first want to make sure this also does only insert fluorine. Currently. Insert fluorine on brown. I'll turn that off for now. No, that's not the right thing. This needs to be the other chemical reactor. I'm getting my process chain messed up in my head. Yeah, no, I need you here. There, now this should be getting fluorine. Like there. Why did I put that there? I was like, I need a power cable, and then I acted like it was transport cable. Yeah, transport cable. Two. 220? Good enough. Now it's empty, and I'll let it flow normally. To these. There. Switch these over to infused. Or enriched. Which breaks the loop until I get that other stuff fixed. But now they'll be making enriched. Which it turns out is actually about the same price. 28 for enriched. Or 48, 48. No, it's the same. But there's something you get out of doing it this way. Which is lots of fluorine. This one's still working on the other thing, isn't it? Yet. I'm gonna make this whole loop brown. Because there's no reason not to at this point. Because everything's got fluid input filters. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about is how much charged matter I'm getting. Because when there's a matter imbalance, it's usually there's more negative matter than charged matter. Or neutral matter. Alright, we do gotta go to a break here, and then we'll be back. Alright, let's get back to it here. Only downside is I have to make hydrochloric acid. or hydrofluoric acid, and the only thing I'm missing from fluorine is hydrogen. Make this loop work. Yeah, this one's about done. We're about to flip over. I can take this one. That one in there, and then if I can get another one by the time these go again. Oh, that didn't, that was this, not any getting done. Spazzed myself out. Right, get the hexafluoride for that. I need hydrogen for this. Can I order a reservoir? Or endervor? Just gonna have that extract on brown. Yep, that one's about done. Enriched. Okay, that one. When these get finished, it's not as exciting because it's not getting put here. So basically, whenever these hits, it hits here, putting a 235 here and 6 fluorine. Then when that gets done, it gets put here. 9/10 go over here, 1/10 goes over here. This turns into 238 dust and 6 fluorine. 38 dust goes over here to get ripped apart. Fluorine goes back over here. These are trying to make hex enriched. Enriched goes here. Every once in a while this will also make an enriched, but most of the time we'll be making depleted. As long as I can just make hydrofluoric acid over here, this loop is self-contained. Here. Buckets of water. I got more than enough power, I just need the machines to run this loop. Normal electrolysis. Hydrogen. Hate when that's on. Always messes everything up. My tanks. Just there. There's a new rotor. There we go. I've 400. Gonna deal with the oxygen now. How that's a different fluorine gas from all this doesn't make sense. There's enough to make this one right USB stick. There we go. Switched everything over to hexafluoride. Charged. Build an oxygen cell. Storage housing. Call them cell housings. I think they were called that originally. I mean, 35% is still going to take a while. I need to draw more power. I was worried about. Got enriched and hexafluoride accidentally in here. And you know, at one point I didn't have enough oxygen. I got too much. Well, at least in this setup. There, that just cleaned it out. And that's already full. I'm going to rebalance that. That's why I need more of these, because that's my main sticking point. Don't think I can output blockers on that. I'll fill up completely. 38. Yeah, now it's got a minute. It should build back up. But that's why I'm getting so much. So the main reason I'm getting so much 238 now is because of the way I built this loop. Because this loop quadruples itself plus added fluorine. Basically, for every time this goes, so one of these goes, it gets turned into 235 and a fluorine, and 6 buckets of fluorine. Then it goes up here to get turned into 4 buckets of normal hexafluoride. Then it gets turned into whatever. I have it on my notes here. 400 enriched hexafluoride, 360 or 3600 word, not degenerate. Is this stuff again? Depleted. I couldn't think of the word depleted. Depleted hexafluoride. And then those 6 get turned into more matter material. So the thing is, I should be getting way more matter out of this process than I'm putting in, but I'm still getting out. If I can get this process to back up, I should still be able to pull hexafluoride and matter. It's basically the redstone loop again, just with a different setup. This is going to get backed up. Is this going to cause hydrogen to also go in here? We want that. I should have put a thing here. Let me grab one. I'm just gonna blacklist stuff. Or not oxygen, hydrogen. And enriched depleted hexafluoride. Because the only thing that should be leaving the system is regular hexafluoride. Hopefully I won't see that again. And any regular hexafluoride that makes it into system needs to go towards that. Which there's still like 50 buckets. If this gets full, this should back up. This is what I put on the system. So what I am short on right now is matter. So a secondary thing I can do is socks, but I can also centrifuge this stuff. Oh. Had enough for one more. Completely full of fluorine. Because I am producing just an extreme amount. Forgot to blacklist hydrofluoric acid. That's what happened. Alright. Run for a little while. I need to go check on something. I think some of my basic napkin math from yesterday still holds true. So I think I need 2 replicators for every breakdown. Within reason. Again, still didn't get lucky. Because scrapping is something I'm definitely going to need to do. It is 2. Don't mind me. Because of other math, I found out it is 2. It's exactly 2. For every thing you want to produce out of matter, you need 2 scrappers. Or not scrappers, but disassemblers. Over here for something specific. Hydrofluoric acid in the system. That. Yet. Over here to do something, and now I can't remember what it was. I was talking. But charge matter, or not charge matter, this stuff, not primal, it's amplified, or matter amplifier. That imbalance I was talking about before, where it's mostly neutral matter, not charged matter, that's the thing that fixes it. I came over here because there was something I needed that I could only do over here. I have no clue. I've completely drawn a blank. Okay, I guess go back here. I remember. Done this before I left. Cleared on red, extract on brown, always active. Power cable. Power cable. Thank you, motorcycle. Oh, that's the other way around. That I don't have much charged matter. I mean, I don't need that much charge. Okay, so I should have a lot less charged matter. I need more. Okay, I thought I had that backwards. Or I did have it backwards, so it was fine. Going over to crush this stuff up. Got nothing better to do. Might as well still do it. Yeah, I was going to powder all this and throw it into that system. I had a better pulverizer over here. I was going to refine down 238. I think I need an EV centrifuge. Also have to put that in the system. Four at a time. Every time 10 runs, this one makes one, then makes another 4. Up so much chlorine so fast. Be able to hold this. Oh, this is only 4. That's why. That was confusing me. There we go. Because I was only picking up so much. Why is that still getting depleted? Shouldn't be on round robin. Or, no, not depleted, regular. Fluoride. You're still on round robin. So not all of it's been getting over here. That's why I haven't been getting that much fluorine back out. It's all been going the wrong direction. I'd have an odd amount. Yeah, no, this isn't making enough hydrogen. But I did kind of flood the system. Yeah, once this gets filled up, then it should go into the system. Borrow that for a sec. Let it process this for a while. The distilled water is getting close. I have a fluid storage bus. Set to really low, set to a trash can. And another thing is I want to set up a way to get some of this over to the... I think over here I'll set up those exposers. Storage exposer here. Be good. Fine. I get a fluid provider pipe. Fluid, or in a junction pipe. Have more of those. I don't have one on me, no. I also need a energy. Gotta build a tiny logistics system here. Power junction. Connector. Because I'm gonna ship some of this fluorine and stuff back to the main base. Buckets of uranium hexafluoride. I'm satisfied this project's working the way well enough. I'm gonna start working on another project. I feel like I'm so close for this to being ready. Okay, so I need to figure out what's... Is it white? I really hate that. It must be white if that's got... Yeah, I think this is the main talking channel. Pipe. Need a basic pipe and power. All I'm missing. Because this will be able to pull any fluids from this network into the other system. So it can pull the fluorine, it can pull various other things. Because if I'm going to start dumping out of this system to trash, I want the other end to be able to take advantage of it. I need to use more power. Fluorine isn't getting pulled back into this system. It's something to think about. Technically, this is too slow. I'm just going to use a electrical coil. They're cheaper. Called Ender Chest. I gotta double check this. And actually, that should... Putting it off till I get the ME system set up. But I do need to look into making ender chests up here when it's down here. Here. You're set on Interchest. Yep. Want to do something so. I'll put it on the charging system. Now hopefully those should charge a tiny bit faster. Set this. There a different one for no, this handles fluids. Must be backed up on fluorine and everything. I'm full. Oh no, that's only 131, not 30,000. Yeah, that's not gonna back up on time. That's the only problem is this won't have any charged matter. Yeah, I might not actually have enough to run that extra one. I had enough to run at least 3.5. Or no, 2.5. That's why the last one was probably running a little light. something better. There's another 40 buckets worth. Okay, so I need more of the dust that makes this stuff. Right now, I need to start just making a fleet of material deconstructors. I'd actually need another electrolyzer. Might as well order that up. Better to have it in a cube and just feed it in. I could be feeding that into a cube full of just material. Handlers, deconstructors. Alright, we do need to take another break here. I will start something new actually after the break. Be right back.